Alfajores are traditional sandwich cookies found throughout South America. They are melt-in-your-mouth shortbread rounds filled with a dulce de leche, a creamy caramel confection made from condensed milk. And I have 2 cans of condensed milk, and I am putting the contents into the top of a double boiler. This is the way you can make your own dulce de leche at home. So here, 2 cans of condensed milk in the top of a double boiler with a tight-fitting lid. This is going to cook for 5 hours until it turns a nice caramelly brown color. You'll have to continually add boiling water to the bottom of the double boiler. Now for the cookies themselves. In the food processor bowl, 4 cups of all-purpose flour. And to that, we're going to add 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of confectioner's sugar. This is a very simple, delicious shortbread cookie. So just pulse the flour and sugar together and add your butter. 1½ cups of well-chilled butter cut into 1/4-inch cubes. And we want to mix the butter totally into the flour and sugar. And now add your water, 1/2 cup. You see how it's coming down off the sides and forming pretty much a ball. Okay. And we're going to make 2 squares. We'll divide this into half. It's very sticky. And just form this into nice flat circles. Discs, I like to call them. Now this dough has to be chilled for at least an hour before you start to roll out the dough. So here's a round of the chilled dough. Put it on a very lightly floured rolling surface and roll it to a scant 1/4 inch thick. And roll in one direction only. So cut your cookies to anywhere from 1.5 inches to 1.75 inches in diameter. This cuts so beautifully, you can see how neat the cookies are, really perfect discs. And cut as many as you can and get them right onto parchment-lined baking sheets. And try to minimize the amount of leftover dough. It really helps because you can re-roll this dough, but the cookies are not as nice as the first cut. And these are going to be sandwich cookies, so you want every disc to match every other disc. There are 24 cookies on this tray. On half of them, sprinkle a little bit of glistening sanding sugar. This will be the top half of the cookie. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. They take 15 minutes to bake. So I am using a tiny 2-teaspoon scoop to put a modicum amount of the dulce de leche. Look at the color, isn't it great? And it's gotten very thick. Just put that right on the unsugared half of the cookie and press the top on. So these cookies are meant to be eaten immediately, but they're so beautiful and they would be great served with some homemade sorbet or ice cream. They're very tasty, and for anyone who loves caramel, an extra delicious cookie. They're very popular.